언제였던 건지 기억나지 않아.
Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft is being refueled. As a safety precaution, please
Mic
unfasten your
test.
seatbelt and put your seatbelt upright.
Okay, we have now landed here in Bali, Denpasar, and I am about to meet no one. Feels like ghost town. Okay, so I've booked a ride via Klook, and this is what it looks like. We are now off to our first destination, Ubud. So we have arrived at Puerto Rico. Now this is gonna be our Airbnb, and look how relaxing it is. It feels like I'm about to get a massage. So let's just put our bags down first because it's not yet check-in time. And let's eat first because it took me like, I don't know, 24 hours since I last eaten. I hear that. That was my biggest mistake. Like ordering a bottle of water. I thought I was just having a simple bottle of water, not a fancy one. Well, I'm still not sure how much I paid for that. And this is our room. Look at that. It feels so relaxing. This is the best room that I actually ever had here in Bali. And there's even a waterfall right outside my terrace. It was just so relaxing. I can sleep all day. Anyway, we are now here in Taman Beji Gria waterfall. So this is where I'm about to get my melukat session. What is melukat? This is a kind of healing session that you get here in Bali. So let's go. They gave me a free drink after my session. Yep, it feels like I just got a massage or something. And that was so bitter, but I actually liked it. It feels like I was so healthy. So this is what it looks like. It was indeed a great session. I felt enlightened. No, seriously, after they offered me some random healing balms after the session. But I truly enjoyed it. I spent my days and the nights here in Ubud just meditating and reading and spending time in nature. This was the most chill vacation I ever had. The only thing was you would smell incense every day. So I decided to go to the market, and there you go. That's what the market looks like. And I found this cafe where I can buy some coffee for my brother, because my brother loves coffee. So I'm about to buy pasalubong yun. It's called luwak coffee. What is luwak? It's this animal, this sleeping animal. He's like, enjoy my poop. And there we go. I've decided to eat this ice cream, and I forgot that I was lactose intolerant. So guess what happened? I ran back to my Airbnb and I forgot to pay my bill. That was the most embarrassing thing that ever happened. What I did is I went back the next day. I just remember that I didn't pay the next day, and they were like, "Who are you?" They didn't even know that I didn't actually pay, so that was more embarrassing, but I just paid anyway to avoid karma. And after that, I went to my next healing session. This is called a sound healing session. I came with a friend of mine who invited me, and this one was super relaxing. Like, you would just lie down and listen to music. And here's the friend I'm talking about. She's from India. She's an influencer, actually. And we went to this fancy restaurant. It's called Clear Cafe. You can check this out when you go here. It's really good. The food, it's perfect. And I just had fun with this friend of mine who I met. It's just so great to meet people, or like-minded people specifically, whenever you travel. So yep, that's my favorite part. So after that, this is the next day. This is actually the third day already. I spent like 4 days here in Ubud. So I was like deciding here, what would I do next? And I've decided to just take this workshop nearby my Airbnb. It's called like a Jamu workshop. This is where you learn how to make healthy drinks, herbal drinks, and skincare. So because of this, I was really inspired to make my own products. Thought of making perfume, and I put up a perfume business. It's a small business called Moonstery. You can check that out. We have our shop now available on Shopee, TikTok, and you can DM me on our Instagram. Anyway, so this is what I did. The next day, I went to this restaurant that I booked like days ago, but have planned years ago. This is the fanciest restaurant so far here in Ubud. This is where you get a tarot reading, and the cards decide what you're about to eat. What I didn't expect is she would actually give me a reading before my meal. And it didn't actually resonate, but the food did. I like the choices I chose with the cards, you know, the random cards that I got. It gave me good food. So that's what it looks like, and this is my appetizer. This salad, this is the best salad I've ever tasted in my life. I'm not exaggerating, it's so good. And this one, this is milk tea, but yeah, we can't drink milk, so I just put a little bit of milk, and that was bitter. It's not really good anyway. This one is meh, it was just fine. But at least I got full. I thought I was expecting like small servings, just like any other fancy restaurant would give you. This one is quite good, this panna cotta. Oh, and this guy went to me and talked to me. I thought he was the like chef. So he was asking me how was the reading. I said it resonated, and I lied because I was like panicking. My introvert self was panicking. But the truth is, yeah, it didn't, but at least the food did. So yeah, I told him I enjoyed, and he was actually the manager. So there you go, the least favorite part, yeah, the bill. So they would give you a message along with your bill, and this message, I don't know what to say about this message. It's just like, it's a good thing you spend much more money, and that's like the message I got from this message. Look how fancy their bathroom is. I took my time here in this bathroom, washing my hands in this fancy toilet and this fancy sink, and yeah, that's what I look like, my OOTD. Now this is where I'm gonna go next. During that day, I don't even know what day this is anymore. I think this is already the 4th day, yeah. So I am about to go to the water palace here in Ubud. I actually love this place. Look. they're gonna give you something to wear to cover your attire. Even if it's not revealing, you should just cover yourself. There you go. So there are not that much people, which I liked. Just still quiet. You get to enjoy the view. So here I was, quite afraid that my camera would fall in the water. And yeah, I waited until night because I am waiting for a show. You would find out what show am I talking about. So while I was waiting, I was just like watching the sprinkling water, what do you call that, fountain. There, this is it. This is the show I quite enjoyed, even if I didn't understand a thing. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed this show. It was a great time to like end my day here in Ubud. And here we go next to our next stop, Uluwatu. This is another city in Bali where the beaches are. So it's getting hotter in this area. And yeah, this is the first place I went to.
I'm just gonna be quick.
From where are you from?
I think from Philippines. Oh!
Ayun na nga,
Kaya pala.
oo. Nagkita ng magkababayan.
Clip if you want.
So ayan nga, pag nakakita na ng kababayan, picture-picture na, aura-aura na, ayan na. Oh. Ayan. Okay, so naging mag-beshies na kami during this time. Nagkuha na kami ng mga video at litrato at kung ano-ano pa. Diba? Nagkulitan na kami dyan. Sadly, may kasama siya sa tour, so I went along alone after that. So yeah, this was actually a good trip dito sa Uluwatu temple. You get to see a good view. Oh, so this is my second Airbnb here in Uluwatu. Yung first, hindi ko na pinakita kasi may mumu doon. So after my first night, tumakbo na ako sa ibang Airbnb. Naghanap ako ng Airbnb randomly sa Airbnb. At ito yung nakita ko. This is a hidden gem. Definitely a hidden gem. I'd give you a tour. This is how I relax every afternoon, every sunset. Look at that. And even in the mornings, that's what I do. So this is how it looks like. I'll give you a tour. So this is the bathroom. It's open, so the people on the beach would see you, but it's really far away, so no one would actually look at you and care. So yeah, those are books, old books, and this is where you can just chill. It's so windy here. You can listen to the waves. It's so relaxing. And my room is upstairs, so you would have to go through this ladder. It's quite like ladder/stairs. And then there are a lot of hammocks. Then you can just like work there. I actually brought my work, so I also work from home, and I was working while traveling. So yeah, you could work there. And this is my cute room. It's so windy at night, and you can hear the loud waves at night since it's high tide at night. And this is a random afternoon here in Uluwatu. I stayed here longer than I was in Ubud. It's actually 5 days. So the whole weekday, I spent my time here in Uluwatu, going to the beach beside me. This is Being in Beach. So I was situated in Being in Beach now. I'm about to eat breakfast in this well-known place here in Bali. It's a good thing it's just on top of my Airbnb. It took me 10 to 15 minutes, but it's quite tiring because I live in a cliff. So here in this place, there weren't any chairs available because it's well-known. So I would sit anywhere with random people, and it's embarrassing because this guy in front of me would just serve me water because it's, you know, awkward. Anyway, story time after that was my surfing lessons, and I booked a surfing lesson here on Airbnb, and it was really traumatic. To cut the story short, I was pushed to this guy who doesn't really teach. He wasn't really the trainer, supposedly, and this guy just didn't really care about training me, and I almost drowned 3 times, like deadly. It was super deadly, traumatic. I even had an accident. I had so many injuries. So that accident, I actually hit a pro because this instructor, so to speak, pushed me towards this pro. And anyway, so this pro fought for me because there were guys telling me to pay for the board that I broke. I didn't even actually break a board. There was just a scratch, and they were asking me for thousands of bucks and stuff. So I don't know. I felt like they were taking advantage of my innocence. But this pro, who's a girl, she was like shouting at them, "Don't take advantage of her, and you're blah blah blah," and stuff and like that. Anyway, in the end, I didn't pay anything because I'm not even supposed to. Like, I ain't doing that. So what they did was they were like, okay, your instructor should pay this. The instructor who was actually in the Airbnb, the one who was listed as my instructor supposedly, who I don't know where he's at, he just gave me to a random person, which is that random person who was in charge of me. That's why I almost drowned 3 times and got into an accident. Anyway, let's just focus on the happy experiences. So lesson learned: do not surf in Uluwatu if you're a beginner like me. The next day, or another day, I went to Suluban Beach, the well-known beach here in Uluwatu. I can't miss this part, so I went here really early to avoid the crowd. And look what we've got here. A lot of couples here and there in front of me, in the left and the right, and even behind me. I don't know. What an amazing view. I went to have breakfast afterwards here in Alchemy. The food here, oh my god, the food. I'm just gonna show you what the food looks like, but look at my tea, it's so fancy. It just tasted like water. I don't know why it doesn't have any color. It wasn't really boiled, probably. And look at this. This is the best pancake ever. Okay, if you eat in Alchemy, I know there are a lot of Alchemy restaurants in other cities in Bali. Try their pancakes. These are the banana pancakes. Gluten-free. But they were so tasty. They weren't even sweet. So this is how I ended my day here in Uluwatu. Next stop, Seminyak. So this is gonna be actually my last city. Okay, the last city I'm gonna be visiting. And I've decided to, of course, do some cafe hopping, because that's what you do here in Seminyak. Go shopping, cafe hopping, and clubbing. But the only thing I would do is do cafe hopping and go to the beach. After seeing this beach, I was like, why did I even go to Uluwatu in the first place? I wasted a lot of time and energy, and I wasn't even supposed to get into an accident if I found out about this place earlier. Look at that. There weren't that much people. It's not crowded. It was still relaxing. Uluwatu was filled with people, foreigners. It was like a tourist spot. I mean, everywhere is a tourist spot, but it was just chaotic there. The energy, the vibe, and look at this. Look at that. Okay. Next time, I have decided to just go back here in Seminyak if ever I'm gonna get like surfing lessons. Okay, so at least the waves here are like best for beginners. See that? You could just enjoy the sunset for days, and that's what I actually did for my last few days here in Bali. That much people swimming, because I don't know, it's probably because they didn't like it, that it's not that clear. But for me it was actually fine, because the sand was more fine than Uluwatu for me. Okay, so this is Sol Stila, one of the aesthetic cafes here in Seminyak. Look at that, all those vinyls. If you're a music lover, you would love this place. I met the owner. He was really friendly, and he was like, "Oh, you're Filipino, mahal kita." Oh my god, that was just awkward, but I just laughed at it. The food here is, by the way, meh. And there was a bookshop nearby. I should have went in there while I was here because I was in a hurry to go through the market. Now I just missed my chance because in this market there's really nothing to see, but it's just like a tourist trap. It was a tourist trap, okay? Because I asked how much a random earring was. It wasn't really stainless or gold nor silver. It was plastic, okay? And he told me it was 1,000 pesos if you convert that. So I was like, you can't fool me. And decided to just go home and chill in my hotel room because it was really cold, and I just realized that I had a tiring week, so I deserved to just chill and watch Netflix here. Oh, by the way, I just found this Netflix show that was Indonesian. It was really hilarious. You should watch this. Also, I bought some snacks and just enjoyed my whole afternoon, and after that I decided to spend my sunset time here in Starbucks. So there I was staring at some pastries, deciding what to buy. Too bad I wasn't able to take a video of the whole exterior view of Starbucks here because it was really, really big. That's what it looked like. I decided to sit upstairs to have a good view and to go people watching. My favorite thing to do when you're alone, watch people. So this is what I ordered, a cookie with I don't know why there's an ice cream. I just keep saying yes, so probably they kept adding stuff to my order. Anyway, this one was just meh, it was too sweet. The usual Starbucks taste. I just went here for the view, you know, and for the experience. It's a great experience to, you know, sit down in a big Starbucks. So that's the sunset. There wasn't really any sun. So it's time to take some aesthetic videos alone. The guy beside me was like, she's so weird, she's taking videos of herself alone, but I don't really care. I was just doing what I had to do, and after 5 minutes I actually inspired him because he was taking a video of himself afterwards. Anyway, I was thinking about life here, you know, reminiscing, thinking that, am I really about to go home? Is this my last day here in Bali? Am I going back to reality? Yeah, I was enjoying every sip. So this is how I ended the night here in Bali. I saw this random restaurant that says free tarot reading, so I took the chance. I said I won't go home without getting a reading. You know, that's a Bali thing.
Baby, you can do anything that you want. This is the magician. Magician, it means like when you want something, you just take action over it and it happens. But all you have to do is just be patient about yourself, and you will see what you didn't see. Sometimes you feel like it's not growing, but what you didn't see is what is coming next. Okay?
So after that reading, I thought about life a lot more, so I don't think it actually helped. It was just me overthinking about life. Anyway, this was a good meal to end my day. It was coconut and spices with chicken. It was good, but again, I was thinking about life here. So I enjoyed every bite I took, because this was my last meal in Bali. And here we are now at the airport. Look at the airport, it looks like a cinema. It feels like I'm about to watch a movie. Alright, so let's do a summary. If I were to choose a place that I would go back to here in Bali, it would be Ubud. That's just for me because, you know, I'm spiritual and I love learning new things. There are a lot of activities, workshops, and if you just really want to relax, it was the first time I actually relaxed during a vacation, and I felt that in Ubud. So yeah, I would recommend that place. And if you want to go like shopping or clubbing and eating at good places or cafe hopping or even at the beach to go surfing, Seminyak is already a good place to go, as you saw. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this short. I don't know if this is still short, but there were a lot of things I actually did that I wasn't able to vlog anymore because I just wanted to enjoy the moment, okay? And I hope that you do the same too. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on my next travel vlog.